Welcome back. Today we're counting down 10 games so deeply unsettling, so relentlessly horrifying, that a huge number of players simply walked away and never came back. These aren't just jump scare machines. These are games that get under your skin, mess with your head, and make you question whether finishing them is actually worth it. The lights are on, that won't help. Let's get into it. Layers of fear. You play a painter slowly losing his mind, wandering a Victorian mansion that rearranges itself around you. There are no enemies to fight, only the creeping dread of rooms that shouldn't exist, and a narrative built entirely on psychological collapse. The horror here is quiet, personal, and relentless. Many players found the atmosphere more suffocating than any monster could be. Cry of Fear. Originally a Half-Life mod turned standalone release, Cry of Fear follows a young man trapped in a nightmarish version of a Swedish city after a traumatic incident. The game blends survival horror with deeply personal themes of depression and self-destruction. Its grotesque monster designs, oppressive darkness, and genuine dread made many players put it down long before the credits rolled. Phasmophobia. A cooperative ghost hunting game that weaponizes the unknown. You and up to 3 others investigate haunted locations using real ghost hunting equipment, but the ghost is hunting you back. What makes Phasmophobia uniquely terrifying is that the ghost can hear your voice. Saying the wrong thing or the right thing at the wrong moment can trigger a hunt. Countless players have rage quit mid-investigation and never returned. The Mortuary Assistant. You work the night shift at a funeral home, embalming bodies, and something is very wrong. The mortuary assistant buries its horror inside mundane procedural tasks. The slow realization that the body on your table is not just a body is handled with surgical patience. It's not about monsters jumping out. It's about the growing certainty that you are not alone in that room, and you have hours left on your shift. Condemned: Criminal Origins. A launch title for the Xbox 360 that still disturbs people today. You're an FBI agent hunting a serial killer through some of the most convincingly decayed environments ever put in a game. Abandoned stores, derelict apartments, empty schools. Combat is brutal and close. Enemies are unhinged, unpredictable humans. The atmosphere is so oppressively bleak that many players reported genuine anxiety after extended sessions. Fatal Frame 2: Crimson Butterfly. Set in a fog-covered village where every resident has been ritually killed, Fatal Frame 2 forces you to fight ghosts using only a camera. You have to let them get dangerously close to deal maximum damage. The game's horror is intimate. You're pulling terrified spirits toward you and looking directly at them through a lens. The sound design and ghost designs are among the most disturbing in gaming history. Many players couldn't do it. Resident Evil 7: Biohazard. Capcom's bold return to its roots pumped the series in first person for the first time, dropping players into a decaying Louisiana plantation with the Baker family, one of gaming's most memorable horror antagonists. The opening hours of Resident Evil 7 are genuinely harrowing. The sense of helplessness, the relentless pursuit, and the filth of the environment combine into something that caused widespread reports of players stopping and walking away permanently. Dead Space Remake. The 2023 remake of the survival horror classic refines and deepens an already terrifying experience. Stranded aboard the USG Ishimura, Isaac Clarke faces the necromorphs, creatures that must be dismembered, not simply shot. The Ishimura itself feels alive with groaning metal, flickering lights, and zero-gravity terror. The remake expanded on the original story while making the horror denser and more atmospheric. Players new to the series reported quitting in significant numbers early on. I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream. Based on Harlan Ellison's nightmarish short story, this point-and-click game puts 5 survivors through personalized psychological torment designed by AM, a sadistic, all-powerful supercomputer that hates humanity. Each character faces scenarios rooted in their deepest guilt and trauma. The game deals with genocide, abuse, and moral degradation without flinching. It received an ethics rating at release. Many players found its darkness genuinely traumatic and couldn't bring themselves to continue. Silent Hill 4: The Room. The most isolating entry in the Silent Hill series, you are trapped in your own apartment, which serves as your only safe haven until it isn't. The room layers existential dread onto an already suffocating formula. Hauntings begin invading your apartment as the game progresses, stripping away the one place you felt secure. The ghost of Eileen Galvin, once she is injured, follows you everywhere and cannot be permanently stopped. No other game has made a home feel less safe. Every game on this list earns its reputation honestly. No cheap tricks, no easy answers, just carefully constructed dread that got to be too much for many of the people who tried. Whether you finished them all or quietly closed the game at 2 a.m. and pretended it never happened, you already know. Some games are built to break you. Thanks for watching, and maybe sleep with the light on tonight.